Hey, how's it going? This is Reed, aka Carnivore Chef, and you're watching Down South Carnivore, the southern cooking show that nobody asked for and has the incorrect name in the intro. This week's video is chicken fried steak, which, as you can see in the intro, has a little lore from 1911. Its roots can be found in Texas and is absolutely delicious. How about we get started with our gravy? I still have yet to master a good gravy recipe on this diet, but I have some ideas that I'll bring up in another video soon, so look out for that. For now, let's get a pan set over medium-low heat and add a half cup of beef bone broth, 1 scoop of collagen, and a half cup of heavy cream. We want to basically reduce this until it is a thickened sauce, which took me about 14 minutes total, and even then it still wasn't quite where I wanted it, but it's good enough. Now that it's thickened, salt and pepper this to taste. Ooh, check out my shameless plug too. Now let's set this aside over the lowest heat you can to keep it warm while we take care of our steak. The steak choice is entirely up to you, but I do recommend something a little fattier and at least a choice cut of meat. Here I have a ½ pound of New York strip, which I want to trim up a bit and then cut on a sharp bias. I'm doing this because I want it to be as flat as possible beforehand. Take your fat trimmings and add them to a pan set over nearly low heat, but still between medium and low heat to begin to render the fat. I suggest throwing in a slice or two of bacon to render this fat as well. To pound the steak out, take a sheet of parchment paper or plastic wrap and place one piece of your steak on top, and then cover with plastic wrap and find something heavy to flatten it out with. I'm using my small cast iron pan here. You don't need to use a lot of force here, you just need to let the weight of the pan do the work for you. And also watch out for those poor little fingies. You don't want to smash those, do you? We're shooting for about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick piece of steak. Repeat with the other piece and bring them over to your dredging station. Crack in 2 eggs to a pie plate or wide bowl and mix together. Next, take 2 cups of pork rind panko and place onto a plate. Crack a little black pepper into this, and garlic powder is a nice addition to this as well, but I skipped it this time. Okay, for a dredge, you want to have a dry hand and a wet hand. I need you to pick which is which now. This is important, you do not want to screw this up. Now that you've done that, take a piece of your flattened steak and place it into your egg mixture and coat both sides. Next, take this and place it onto your pork crumbs. Grab a small handful and throw them on the top side to evenly coat and firmly press it in. Set aside and repeat with the rest, and now we can get started with frying. Are you ready to pan fry? Are you? Good! Grab a large cast iron pan and add in your rendered steak and bacon fat. This isn't quite enough to pan fry, so add in about 4 tablespoons of butter as well. Turn the heat to medium high and let this get melty. Once all of your butter is melted, carefully place your pieces of breaded steak into the pan. Cook for 2 to 4 minutes per side depending on how done you want the steak to be. I let mine sit for 2 minutes per side and it was medium rare and on its way to medium. If a lot of smoke starts to come up from the pan, turn the heat down because that means the butter is starting to burn. After a lot of time has finished, place the pieces onto a paper towel lined plate to allow to drain. Salt these immediately while they're still hot. Alright, so we want to serve up these crispy steaks with a full breakfast of fried eggs, bacon, coffee, and gravy. It's finally time to dig in. You know, this is such a simple procedure, and it takes the food that I find most monotonous from time to time and just turns it into something special. Like I said in the intro, the gravy isn't perfect, but it still tastes great with the fried steak dipped into it. Well, that's it. I really enjoyed making this one, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it to be one of the first people to see my videos as they come out. Stay beefy, my friends.